भगवती भक्ति योग प्रयोजिता जनयत तासु वैराग्यम ज्ञानं च जद अहेतुकम। वासुदेवे भगवती, Vasudev is another name of Krishna because Krishna appears as the son of Vasudeva. Whenever Krishna appears, he appears as the son of Vasudeva and Devaki. Krishna is the origin of everyone. So how there can be a father and mother of Krishna? Krishna is described as Sarva Karana Karanam, the cause of all causes. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Aham Adirhi Devana. Devana, the demigods. The first demigod is Lord Brahma, the first living creature within this universe. Then Vishnu, then Lord Shiva, then other demigods, Indra, Chandra, Surya, many, some millions. So, how Vasudeva can become his father, so that his name is famous as Vasudeva, son of Vasudeva. The thing is, Vasudeva formerly underwent severe austerities and he wanted a son like Krishna. So Krishna agreed that like me, there is nobody else. Krishna is asama urdha. Nobody is equal to him, nobody is above him. Therefore, Vasudeva, in his previous birth, he wanted Krishna like a son like Krishna. Say he could not find anyone like him. Therefore, he agreed himself to become his son. The idea is that Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, when he comes upon this material world, just like ordinary human child, he accepts his devotee as his father, his devotee as his mother. That is the way. Therefore, Krishna appeared as the son of Vasudeva and he is well known as Vasudeva. Vasudeva Sarvamiti, Sa Mahatma Sudullava. In the Bhagavad Gita it is said that a person advancing in spiritual knowledge must come to the point of understanding Vasudeva, then his knowledge is perfect. Bahunam Janmanam Ante, not ordinary men, but those who are actually searching after the Supreme, Absolute Truth, such persons, Bahunam Janmanam Ante, after many, many births of searching like that, he understands that Vasudeva is everything. Vasudeva Sarvamiti. Sa Mahatma Sudullava. Such Mahatma, an advanced soul, Mahatma and Kudratma, a Duratma. Those who are advanced in spiritual knowledge, they are called Mahatma. And the symptom of Mahatma is Mahatmanastha mang prartha dvaivi prakriti masrita bhajanti ananya manaso. Mahatma is not changing a dress or having a big beard. Mahatma is described. Who is Mahatma? Mahatmanustu mang partha Devi Prakriti Mas. Mahatma is not under the control of this material energy. He is under the shelter of spiritual energy, Devi Prakriti. And the symptom is bhajanti ananya manaso. He has no other business than to serve the Supreme Personality. Bhajanti, bhaja sevaya. This bhajadhatu is used in the sense of service. Bhajanti. The bhajanti word is used in Bhagavad Gita many places. Bhajanti, arthu arthati jignasu. Chaturvida bhajante maam. Chaturvida bhajante maam sukriti na arjuna. Sukriti means pious. Those who have done pious activities, they come to the position of bhajanti. Not always. That is also explained in another place. Jesav antagatam papam. Those who have finished their sinful activities, Jesav antagatam papam jananam punya karmanam. Those who are actually engaged in pious activity. Therefore, according to our Vedic civilization, people are advised to act piously. If a man is very poor, he has nothing to give in charity or make sacrifice, go to the Ganges, take your bath. That is also pious activities. So in this way the whole life, whole Vedic civilization is based on inducing people to be engaged in pious activities. Because by acting piously, one day they come to the stage of bhajan. India is trained by culture, by birth. The land of Bharatvarsha is Punnabhumi. Still, you'll find in Kumbh Mela, many millions of people will come to take bath, to take a dip into the Ganges, because they think it is pious. So, through the veins of Indians, the spiritual fluid is flowing. Unfortunately, the leaders are misguiding them and they are becoming atheists generally. It is very regretful situation. So anyway, after many pious activities, one may come to the platform of Bhagavad Bhajan. Chaturvidha bhajante ma. Sukriti na arjuna. Artha arthati jignasu jnani cha bharatarsha. 4 classes of men. Those who are distressed, artha, suffering. Everyone is suffering, but those who are acutely suffering. Artha arthati, those who are in need of some money. Artha jignasu, and inquisitive, what is God? And jnani, means actually those who are in knowledge, they are searching after. The 4 classes of men begins bhajan. Not the other opposite numbers are namanga duskritina mudha prapadante naradhama. Those who are duskritina, background is simple, sinful activities, they cannot take. So here in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Suta Goswami is explaining in the meeting of Naimisharanya. He says, Vasudeve Bhagavati, Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaha. If you begin your Bhakti Yoga, Vasudeve Bhagavati, Bhakti Yoga can be applied only to Vasudeva Bhagavati. Bhakti Yoga is not applied anywhere. The Shastra does not say. Bhakti means to serve. And yoga, the process, that is described in the Bhagavad Gita also. Bhagavad Gita is Bhakti Yoga. Maya Sakta Mana Prartha Yogam Junjan Madasra. Madasra. After taking shelter of Krishna or representative of Krishna, Krishna or representative of Krishna, you have to take shelter. Mad Asraya. In Narottam Das Thakur says, Asraya loiya bhaje, Krishna tare nahi tyaje. Anyone who takes asraya and begins his bhajan, Krishna tare nahi tyaje. Krishna cannot give him up. Krishna will accept him. And in the Bhagavad Gita it is said, Tad vijnanartham sa gurumeva vigachet. In the Bhagavad also it is said, Tasmat gurum prapaddeta jigyasu se uttamam. Those who are inquisitive, Brahma jigyasu, jigyasu sriyam uttamam. Sriyam means the ultimate benefit, goal of life. People are very much attached to the immediate benefit. Just like children. Children, if you give him 2 pice worth lozenges, he is very much attached. But if you want to engage him in education, he is not very much attached. So there are two things, Shreya and Priya. Priya means immediate enjoyment, and Shreya means future benefit. The Shreya Uttamam, everyone is doing something just like a child is being educated for future happiness. But this happiness, this material happiness, is temporary. Even if you are educated very nicely, become a big lawyer or high court judge or anything, big post, they are all temporary. Because as soon as the body is finished, everything is finished. Then again you have to take birth. There is no guarantee what kind of birth. Suppose you get birth again in human society, then you have to take again education. Again if you want to become some big post. Therefore everything here is temporary. Anitya. Anitya means they are not permanent. But here it is said Shreya Uttamam. Uttamam means Udgata Tama, Jasma. This material world is called Tama. Therefore Vedic advice is Tamasi Ma, Jyotirgavam. Don't remain in this darkness. Try to go to the light, Jyotirgavam. So, Uttama means, this word you have an Uttam. The Uttam means transcendental, beyond this material world. So there is Shreya, ultimate benefit of life, beyond this material world. So one who is interested, the Shreya or ultimate benefit of life, beyond this material world, for him there is need of accepting a guru. Tasmad gurum prapaddeta jigyasu shreyam uttamam. Uttamam. Not for this. Generally, people go to accept a guru for some material benefit, for cheap ashirvad, so that he can become more opulent in this material world. But that is not Shreya. These things will be finished. These things will be finished with your body, and body is sure to be finished. Mrityu sarva harasyaham, Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, that I am the death, and I take away everything at the death, at the time of death. Mrityu sarva harasyaham. You make all asset. You make good bank balance, skyscraper building, good family, everything. But everything will be taken away at the time of death. Then another chapter. Then you do not know what chapter begins. That will depend on your karma. The same thing, contamination. As you have made your mental condition, sada tad bhava bhavita, you will get. Nature will give a similar body. This is going on. Karmana dvaivanetrena. Jantar deha upapatti. By karma, everyone is working. But everyone is working in three modes of nature. This material world, there are three modes of nature. Satagun, Rajagun, Tamagun. So if you are working in Tamagun, then you are preparing a body, a tamagun. If you are working in Rajagun, then you are preparing a body for Rajagun. Similarly, Satagun. Everything is described in the Bhagavad Gita. What is the different results? Urdham gacchanti sattasva. Those who are working in Satagun, they will go to the higher planetary system. There are Janalok, Mahalok, Tapalok, Brahmalok, Satyalok, Siddhalok. You'll go there. Urdham gacchanti sattasva, madhye tishtanti rajasa. And if you want to remain in the middle planetary system, then that is Rajagun. And Jaghanna gunavrittista adho gacchanti tamasa. And those who are working in Tamagun, Jaghanna, most abominable behavior, and they will go to the animal kingdom or the lower planetary system. This is the process. As you are contaminating karanam gunasangasya sadasat janma jonishu. Sat and asat janma. Why there are so many varieties of life? Cats, dogs, trees, aquatics, birds, beasts, human beings, demigods, civilized, uncivilized, so many. Why there are so many varieties? Karanam gunasangasya. As he is associating with different types of qualities, he is getting a different types of body. This is going on. Therefore Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, এই রূপে ব্রহ্মাণ্ড ভ্রমিতে কোনো ভাগ্যবান জীব গুরু কৃষ্ণ কৃপায় পায় ভক্তি লতা বীজ. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, the living entity is rotating within this universe, brahmanda bhramite. Sometimes this planet, sometimes that planet, sometimes this body, sometimes that body. In this way he is rotating from time immemorial. But by chance, by fortune, if he gets in touch of a proper guru, and then he gets Krishna. Guru Krishna Kripa. By Krishna's mercy, he gets Guru, and Guru's mercy, he gets Krishna. Simultaneous. If he is actually serious about Krishna consciousness, this is important that when we hear about Krishna, therefore satsanga is required to awaken that Krishna consciousness, dormant Krishna consciousness within everyone's heart. Everyone's heart there is, because he's part and parcel of Krishna. Just like a boy who has left his home from childhood, somehow or other separated from his rich father, loitering in the street. But he is reminded, he can remember. Similarly, we are all sons of the most opulent father, Aishajyasya samagrasya bijasya jasasya. But unfortunately, we have forgotten. We are thinking that I am American, I am Indian, and this and that, and toiling and laboring hard, struggle for existence. Therefore, the most beneficial welfare activity is Krishna consciousness. We are reminding people that you are son of such great personality of Krishna. Why don't you go back to your home? Why you are rotting in this material world, suffering? This is the mission. So, they require this education. When one understands that I am rotting here, this nasty place. This is a nasty place. Not only this material planet, anywhere within this material world. Abrahma bhuvana loka, punaravartino. Even if you go to the Brahma loka, where the duration of life you cannot calculate, and the standard of life is very, very good. But still, Abrahma bhuvana lokan punaravartino. Wherever you go, the janma mrityu jara vyadhi is there. You cannot avoid. So this information, Krishna consciousness is even up above Brahma Loka. Therefore, it is the most beneficial welfare activities in the world. Krishna consciousness, to awaken Krishna consciousness. So this awakening is possible when one is engaged in the devotional service of Vasudeva, Krishna. Just like these boys, the European American boys, foreign, they have been engaged in the service of Vasudeva. Savanam Kirtanam Vishnu, Smaranam Padasevanam, Archanam. This is Archan. This is offering Arati, Bhog, and Savanam Kirtanam, chanting Hare Krishna mantra and hearing. These are the devotional processes, 9 processes. Savanam Kirtanam Vishnu, Smaranam Padasevanam, Archanam Bandhanam Dasam, Sakham Atma Nivedanam. So this is called Bhakti Yoga. So here it is said, Vasudeva Bhagavati, Vasudeva, Krishna. Who is Krishna? Bhagavan, Bhagavati. He is not ordinary person, ordinary person. He is Bhagavan. Krishnastu Bhagavan Sam. There are many Bhagavans, but the original Bhagavan is Krishna. Aham adidhi devanam, aham sarvasya prabhava, matta sarvam pravartate. So in this way, Krishna is the supreme. Therefore, here it is said, Vasudeva Bhagavati. Don't consider Krishna as human being. Apajananti maga mudha manasim tanumasita. Because he comes to show actually what is God. He comes as human being. That does not mean he is like us, human being. Just like in the prison house, if sometimes the governor goes to inspect, and the prisoners think, oh, now governor is also one of us. He has become a prisoner. Just like Mahatma Gandhi went to the prison house, and the pickpocket, if he thinks, now Mahatma Gandhi is also one of us. This is wrong. This is wrong. Apajananti maga mura. Because he is mura, the pickpocket, he is thinking that Mahatma Gandhi is also like me. Or the governor, he has come into the prison house, therefore he is also like one of us. No. Out of his mercy, he comes. The people are searching after God. The so-called speculators, big scholars, they are trying to understand God. God may be like this, may be like that. Why maybe? You do not know God, just admit that you do not know. Why you are cheating? Maybe means you do not know. So why don't you say, I do not know? But these rascals will say, maybe like this. And why maybe? Here is God. I am like this, Krishna says. Krishna says, here I am. Aham sarvasya prabhava, matta sarvam kalpattate. And he is worshipped by all sages, saintly persons. When Arjuna admitted him that Krishna, you are Parabrahma. Parabrahma parang dhama pavitram paramam bhava. Purusham, Shasvatam. You are Purusha. Purusha means enjoyer. Shasvata means eternally. Not that you are now enjoyed and formally you are something else. No. Shasvata, Purusha, Adyam, original. So, this is the appreciation of Krishna. After reading Bhagavad Gita, if you do not understand Krishna, if you try to banish Krishna, then what kind of reading of Bhagavad Gita? This is all nonsense. If actually one understands Bhagavad Gita, if he has actually studied, then just like Arjuna, he will admit, Param Brahma Param Dhama Pavitram Paramam Bhava. That is Arjuna's experience after hearing Bhagavad Gita. And he said that you are accepted by great personalities, Asita, Narada, Vyasa, Devala, big personalities. So, Sancha, you are also speaking yourself. We have heard from Shastras and authorities, and you are speaking personally, therefore I accept you that you are Parabrahma. This is the study about it. So, God is explaining himself personally, and he is accepted by authorities, not only in days of yore, formally, but recently within 500, 700 years, big acharyas, Shankaracharya, Ramanujacharya, Madhacharya, Vishnu Swami, big acharyas, stalwart, latest within 500 years, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, everyone accepts Krishna, the Supreme Personality of God. And these rascals are searching out what is God. Just see their rascalness. God is here and is searching. So, those who are searching after God, and if they are making some proposition, thesis, these are all nonsense, cheating. You do not know God, you admit, that is very good. But why you are making thesis? By God is not subjected to your mental speculation. That is confirmed in the Brahma Samhita. Panthastu koti satavatsa sampragamma vayu rathapi manaso munipungavana sappastija pravadasimna avichinta tatte govindamadi purisam tavahangya. Panthastu koti satavatsa. We have got experience of flying by the airplane. It goes 500, 600, 1,000 miles per hour. But here it is said, Panthastu koti satavassa sampragamma vayurathapi. On the aeroplane of the speed of air or on the speed of mind. You can understand the speed of mind. You are sitting here, immediately you can go to London, 10,000 miles away. The speed of mind you can understand. So here it is, even on the speed of mind, not this 1,000 mile speed or 500 mile speed, on the speed of mind. The speed of mind means within a second it can go millions of miles. That is the speed of mind. So it is said, Panthastu, and with that speed, if you go on, Koti Shatavastha Sambra, for many millions of years to find out where is God, it is impossible. You cannot. You cannot. Panthastu Koti Shatavastha Sampragamma Vayurathapi Manasu Munipungavana. And by whom? Munipunga, great saintly persons. So still avichinta tatte, still it remains avichinta tatte. You cannot understand. Nayam atma pravachanena labhya. In the Vedas it is said, simply by argument, speculation, you cannot understand. You have to understand God or from His representative. Otherwise it is not possible. This is the process. So, therefore, it is said that Vasudevi Bhagavati, if you engage yourself in devotional service, Vasudevi Bhagavati, Bhakti Yoga, not other yoga. Jnana yoga, karma yoga, dhyana yoga, hatha yoga, they will not be appreciated. Because in the Bhagavad Gita, it is said, Krishna said, Bhaktya mam avijanati. Krishna never says, by process of jnana or karma or yoga, no. You cannot. Bhaktya mam avijanati. And he speaks to Arjuna, Bhagavad Gita, Bhaktosi, Priyosi me. So without bhakti jo, there is no possibility of understanding what is God. Take it for certain. Therefore, the Bhagavad says, Vasudevi Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojita. If you apply Bhakti Yoga in the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vasudevi Bhagavati, then what will be the result? The result is Janayati Asu Vairagam Jnanancha Jadahitaka. Two things required for perfection of life, Jnana and Vairagya. Jnana means perfect knowledge. What is that perfect knowledge? Aham Brahmasmi. I am not this American, Indian, or this and that. I am Brahma Vastu. I am part and parcel of God. God is Para Brahma. And I am also part and parcel, therefore I am also Brahma. The part and parcel of gold is gold. One has to realize that I am not this body, matter. I am spirit soul, part and parcel of the Supreme Soul. That is called Jnana. Not that any PhD, DSc. These are not Jnana. They are different expansion of Ajnana. This so-called university education, DSc, PhD, they are simply expansion of Ajnana. He is again, therefore, the more a person is so-called scientist educated, he is more godless. That means he is going deeper and deeper into the Ajnana. Because Jnana means to know God. That is not real Jnana. Bhavanam janmanamante jnanavam mang prapaddate. They are not Ajnanavam. That if you do not know God, if you do not know what you are, if you do not know what is your relationship with God, then what is your Jnana? That Jnana for eating, sleeping, mating, the cats and dogs they have got. Do you mean to say to have better knowledge how to eat nicely, how to sleep nicely, or how to have sexual intercourse nicely? Is that Jnana? No, they are all Ajnana. They are the business of the cats and dogs. Real Jnana is to know Aham Brahmasmi, Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma, Nasuchatina. That is real Jnana. So, Vasudevi Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojita. If you apply Bhakti Yoga to Vasudeva Krishna, the Supreme Personality, then very soon, Janayati Asu, Asu means very soon, Janayati Asu, Vairagam. Vairagam, just see, these boys and girls of America and Europe, they are too much addicted because their father, mother, their civilization is to be attached to material enjoyment. Actually they were. Now see their Vairagam. Practical. There is no theoretical. As soon as you engage yourself, Vasudevi Bhagavati, these young girls, one of my students was she's girl. She was a great artist, dancing girl in Australia. She gave up everything and came to me. Swami, make me your disciple. I saw her father and mother in Australia. A very beautiful girl, very big heading in newspaper that such and such girl has left everything. This is Vairagya. Very profitable business she was earning. All of them, they are all qualified. They are not like our Indian boys and girls, uneducated or illiterate. No, they are well qualified. They can earn any amount of money. But Vairagyam, Janayati Yasu Vairagam, this is practical. And Jnanam, bring any so-called Sami and Yogis and talk with them about Jnanam. They will be, victorious. Even they are with me for only 4 and 5 years. So, this is practical, this is not story. If you actually want Jnanam and Vairagyam, then Vasudevi Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayati. Janayati Asu, very soon. Ahoitukam. Nobody can give any reason how this man has become. Actually, our Indians and appreciate how these Europeans have become so nice devotees. Ahoitukam. Ahoitukam, you cannot ascertain how the reason. It is Krishna's favor. It is Krishna's favor. So anyone can take advantage. We are preaching this Krishna consciousness movement that you take to Krishna consciousness, your life will be perfect. And what is the perfection of life? Jnana and Vairagya. Because everyone is working under the wrong impression that I am this body. Therefore he is ajnana. He does not know that I am not this body. As soon as he comes to the understanding that I am not this body, I am spirit soul, then Gyan immediately he will inquire, then what is the activities of the spirit soul? So far I have worked for the interest of this body, but I have done nothing with the interest of my spirit. I am the spirit soul. That is Bhakti Yoga. The activities of the spirit soul, the activities of Brahma is Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga is not material activities. Bhakti Yoga is spiritual, pure spiritual activities. Therefore in the Bhagavad Gita you will find Mancha Abhyavicharini Bhakti Yogena Jasevate. Abhyavicharini, unadulterated Bhakti Yoga. Jasevate. Anyone who is engaged in unadulterated Bhakti Yoga, Sagunan Samatita Itam Brahma Bhuyakal. Immediately he realizes his identification as Brahma. Sagunan, these Satarajatama Guna I have described already. He immediately transcends. Mukti means to get out of the influence of the Satagun, Rajagun, Tamagun. That is mukti. Now here is the assurance by the Lord himself. Anyone who is engaged in unadulterated, without any mixture, without any adulteration, pure bhakti, then abhyavicharini, bhakti yogena jasavate. Same thing as it is said in the Bhagavad. Bhakti yogena, bhakti yoga prerita. Sagunan samatitaitan, Brahma bhuyakal. He immediately becomes transcendental to these material modes of nature and he becomes Brahma. Brahma bhuta prasannatma, nasojatina. These things are there. So, we require Gyan. Gyan means to understand his own self. Unless one understands that I am not this body, there is no Gyan. Anyone, however scholar he may be. Therefore it is called Maya Apurita Jnana. If we say that a so-called educated person is in Ajnana because he does not know what he is, that was admitted by Sanatana Goswami. He was Prime Minister of Nawab Hussain Shah Khan. And he joined Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement. So he submitted himself, surrendered himself to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by saying that Gramya Vyavahara Loke Kahoe Pandit. Gramya Vyavahara, by this usual way, my neighborhood person, they say Pandit. He was actually very learned scholar in Sanskrit and Arabic and Persian language. He was minister in Nawab Hussain Shah government. So actually, people used to address him Panditji. But he admitted that these people call me Pandit, but I am such a Pandit that I do not know what I am. This is my Pandit. Gramya Vyavahare Kahoe Pandit Satya Kori Mani Aponar Hitahit Kichu Nahi Jan. I am such a rascal that I do not know what is the ultimate goal of life, and these rascals address me as Pandit. So you will find many Pandits like this, many learned scholars, and ask him what you are, he is silent. Where from you have come? Silent. Where you are going? Silent. What is God? Silent. So these kind of Pandita will not save you. If you actually want to save yourself from gliding down again to the lower abominable species of life, then you must take to Krishna consciousness, Bhakti Yoga, Vasudevi Bhagavati, then you will be enlightened. Vasudevi Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prejita Janati Asu Vairagya. Because Vairagya means detachment. Detachment. When you understand that I do not belong to this establishment, then naturally it will be Vairagya. Then what interest have got? The Karmis are very much attached. Karmis, they are working very hard. They are thinking that this material advancement of life will make me happy. But that is not the fact. Therefore they are again. And the Jnanis, when they are baffled in advancing or getting peace of mind or peace by material activities, then they say, Brahma Sattva Jagan Mithya. This world is false. Brahma is reality. But if he does not engage himself in Brahma activities, then he is also false. The so-called Jnani. That has been proved. We have seen so many sannyasis. First of all they say, this is false, the world is false, let me take sannyas. And then after remaining a few years of sannyas, then he learns how to eat meat, how to drink wine, how to associate with a woman, then he must have some business, that philanthropic work, open some school, open some hospital. Why? If his school and the whole world is false, why you are interested in his school, opening schools and hospitals and these philanthropic? You open hospital, you open school. No, they are not very much interested. We are interested to open a school if there is education for Krishna consciousness. That we have opened in Dallas, Texas. Small children. That we are interested. Because that is Krishna, there is Krishna. But we are not interested in so-called godless education. That is not our business. So that is called Vairagya. Vasudevi Bhagavati Vairagya. This is required. Bhakti Parasanubhava Virakti Annatra Syat. This is the Bhakti means when he realizes God realization, then naturally he will become unattached to material activities. That is the test. Not that simply by having tilak or kanthi one becomes a devotee. How much he is detached to the material attraction. That is the test. That is the test. Vasudevi Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prejita Janayati Asu Vairagyam. If he has no vairagya, if he is still attached to material things, his devotion is not yet. So, these things are very nice. I will request you to study what is bhakti, what is pure devotion, what is Vasudeva. Everything is there. It is a science, great science. It is not sentiment, neither it is so-called religious faith. It is a science, vijnanam, jad vijnana samannita. So, people do not know, therefore they take it as a religious movement and reject it. No, don't reject it. It is a science. You try to understand if you have got brain. So this bhakti yoga means pure bhakti yoga. Bhakti yoga that is described by Rupa Goswami. Anna vilasita sunnam jnana vairagya anavritam anukullena krishnanushilanam bhakti uttama. Similarly in the Narad Pancharatra it is stated, bhakti yoga sarvopadhi vinimuktam tatparatena nirmalam rishikena rishikesa sevanam bhaktirucha. So long we are upadhi, I am American, I am Indian, or I am Brahman, I am Shudra, or I am black. These are upadhi. Because this is all bodily designation. This Brahman, Kshatri, Vaishya, Shudra, this designation to make a systematic progress of human life. But actually, when one becomes pure devotee, he is above all this. He is above all this. Chandala Vidijasrashta, Hari Bhakti Parayana. Even one is Chandala, if he becomes a pure devotee, then he becomes better than a Brahman. They are not ordinary things. So, pure bhakti, this bhakti yoga means sarvopadhi vinimuktam. One has to be free from all designation. Now these boys and girls, they have forgotten. Either they are American or Indian or African. They do not remember. They know that they are eternal servant of Krishna. That is pure bhakti. Sarvopadhi vinimuktam. Tatparatena nirmalam. This is freedom. Nirmalam means mukti. Mala means dirty things. So long we are enwrapped with the dirty things, there is no bhakti. Tatparatena nirmalam. When these nirmal, when dirty things are washed away, you remain in pure spiritual life or spiritual body. Then the indriyas, the senses, you have got senses. In the spiritual life you will also, not spiritual life does not mean without senses. Otherwise why it is said, Rishikena, Rishik means indriya, senses. The senses are purified. Not that the senses are gone. Just like if you have got cataract, if it is operated, the cataract is taken away, not the eye is taken away. Eyes must remain there. Then what is the use of treatment? Similarly, our senses at the present moment, they are contaminated. You have to make it purified. Tatparatena nirmalam. And when it is purified, Rishikena Rishikesa Sevalam Bhakti Ruchyate. With that purified senses, when you serve Krishna, that is called bhakti. So bhakti is not ordinary thing. This bhakti yoga, you have to understand it. You have to practice it. Under training, as these boys and girls are going, then you will understand what is God. And as soon as you understand God, your relationship with God, then Jnana and Vairagya will be there. By Jnana you will understand that you are not this material, any product of this material world. This is called Vairagya, Jnana. And Vairagya means, then if you are not interested in this material world, then your real interest is spiritual life. That makes your life successful.